going to present Mr. Sean Waite. He is our AGC event speaker for the evening, Networking on Purpose. Thank you, sir.
Folks, thanks for having me out tonight. I am part of AGC as well. I don't know how many of you guys know Janet E. Johnson, but she kind of hooked me into starting to come here, and then Jake kind of closed the deal. So thank you, Jake, for making it happen. Thanks, you guys, for coming out tonight. It is obviously a beautiful night in Minnesota, and we don't get a lot of these, but hopefully, I'm going to give you some stuff that you can use. Now, one of the big things I always tell people is some of the things that I'm going to go over might seem aggressive, right? I am a sales and leadership and a business coach. My job is to help people make a decision whether or not to use you. A lot of people don't like the term sales. They go, ooh, it's cheesy, it's, salesy. I don't want to be that used car guy. But really, sales is just trying to help a client make a decision whether or not to use you. Yes, good, great. No, that's okay. Maybe, especially in Minnesota with everybody trying to be nice, you waste a lot of time and a lot of money. Has anybody experienced that? Where they sit there and they try to track somebody down who said, yeah, I'm interested. And then as soon as they left, they're like, oh my God, please don't call. So what I'm going to go over tonight might seem a little aggressive for some people, but my whole goal is if you could take a couple of good things away and have an open mind and say, you know what, those are some things I can do it in my own style. And that's what I'm going to ask you guys to do. So on everybody's chair, there should be this little green wristband. And what that is, on it obviously has my name, but it also says REF with a dollar sign. What do you guys think REF stands for? Referral. Boom, referrals, right? What's the easiest way to start a relationship? Through a referral. If someone sends you a referral, they're already kind of warmed up, right? It's a lot better than trying to meet somebody and then having to make it go forward. So most people I talk with, they totally forget about referrals, right? They get into the talk with the person, and all of a sudden it's the end and you guys are both, oh, it's been an hour, we got to go, and you never asked for a referral once. They showed in studies that I think it was 18 or 19% of people actually give referrals, and 80% would if they actually got asked. Because the 18% are the ones who are the raving fans, and they're like, well, you gotta go talk to my guy, you gotta go talk to my girl. But if we just asked, most of the people would actually give us something. So first I'm gonna start off with is the Reticular Activating System. Anybody here know what the Reticular Activating System is? What is it?
It's part of your brain that filters important information in or out, among other things.
Bam, right there. The Reticular Activating System is the filter of the brain. If we didn't have a filter on our brain, how much stuff is coming in all the time? You would literally go crazy if you did not have a filter. One of the best ways we talk about this is if you had to pay attention to everything going on with the temperature, the lights, all these things, you would never be able to focus on anything. The brain will tell you what's important and the things that will come out, and you go, okay, I see this, this is important, right? But we can actually talk about subconsciously and consciously, how do we make things important? Who has ever gone and bought a new car, drive off the lot, and what's the first thing you see all around you? Same car. Were they always there? Yeah, it's just now it has become important to you. It's something you see all around you because it is important to you. So that filter, there's 1,000 other cars on the road with you. You see that one car. You couldn't remember all the other ones. You see that one car and remember it because it's important to you. Now this is a funky one, which I always get a little bit of laugh out of. The pinky toe. Right now I want you guys all to think about your right pinky toe. Were you thinking about it before? Okay, right? But right now, there's the temperature of the room. There's the pressure of your shoe, right? Your shoe might be too tight and it's pushing at it. Might be hot and sweaty, right? There's all these things that go into it, but your brain's filtering it out. But now if I ask you to stub your pinky toe on the chair in front of you, how important does it suddenly become? Right? All of a sudden it's like, boom, that's important. I got to deal with this. Now, how does the Reticular Activating System help us with referrals and getting referrals from people? Any thoughts, any input?
Getting past that filter.
Okay, getting past the filter.
We have to make ourselves important to the person.
That's a great one right there, making ourselves important to the person. We want to help people with our referrals and with our networking on making something that we will benefit from, and not to be manipulative, right, but we will benefit from, important to them. Because the big thing is one of the first rules we're taught about networking is, on all of our websites, or on all of our AGC websites, it says, a good referral for me is this. When I was in mortgage, a good referral for me was someone who was going to buy, sell, or refinance a house. But we'd go a little bit deeper because life events trigger those things. So for a financial planner, Jake, I know you got this one. What might be a life event that makes somebody want to meet with you?
Getting married.
Getting married. So, hey, when you're at a wedding you're out hitting weddings this year, if you know anybody who's getting married who might use my help, let them know about me. When I was in mortgage or with real estate, hey, your kids just graduated from high school, right? Maybe they need money to go to college. Maybe they want to buy an investment property for the kids to live in. Maybe they want to downsize or move so the kids don't know where they live anymore, right? But it's putting things out there that now when I'm standing there thinking or I'm talking with somebody, Christy, if you're sitting there, you and I are sitting there talking, and all of a sudden somebody says divorce to the side, what do? Right? Exactly. All of a sudden you perk right up, right? All of us do that. If we hear about something that we love or that's important to us, all of a sudden it's like, oh, hey, I'm thinking about selling my house. Oh, hey, you need a realtor? And that's what we can do with the referrals is saying, hey, if you hear of somebody doing this or somebody who needs this, let them know about me. Right? That's how we activate that reticular activating system, because now consciously and subconsciously, they're going to hear it around them. And they're going to see that red card and go, ooh, they're graduating from high school. I should talk to their parents, see if they go talk to my guy, Sean. Right? Does that make sense? Okay, so next thing we're going to go to is networking on purpose. I'd like to see by a show of hands who's here to network. Okay? I'd also like to see by a show of hands who here will bite off the head of somebody who comes up to talk to them. Okay? Now, we can do this by silent ballot if you'd like. Who here sometimes feels like they don't want to approach a group or other people because they don't know them? They're not part of that group. They've never talked to them. I don't know what to say. I feel dumb. Right? Now I'm going to ask all you guys, do we all have permission to talk to each other tonight? Okay? So is anybody here going to punch anybody in the throat if they come up to them? No? So right off the bat, we're going to network tonight. We're going to do this. And we're going to network on purpose. This is not to be used for evil, all right? We are not going to be puppet masters. We're not doing these things so that we can control other people. We are simply doing it to fast forward. Who here has gone to a networking event or, any networking event and spent the whole hour or the whole night and walked away and like, wow, that was a waste of time. I got nothing out of it. But we all know, right? Even if you just meet one person, you're going to get things. You're going to make relationships. But what about if we could fast forward a little bit and help make a better return on investment for what time we're spending, the energy we're spending, and a lot of times the money we're spending? One of the biggest things when I work with clients is we talk about make a goal. There's level A's, there's level B's. I was in mortgage. A level A for me might be realtors, financial planners, divorce attorneys. People like that, people who are exponential to our business. We all know we can get leads from anywhere. We can get things from anybody. But the thing is, there's going to be certain demographics that work with our demographic that are going to be exponentially able to give us more business and to talk to more people. The level Bs might be somebody, if I'm in mortgage, maybe a direct marketer isn't exactly an exponential for me, but I still want to build relationships and meet people because they're going to introduce people to me. But make a goal. When you go to a networking event, make a goal. Hey, I want to talk to these people who service my demographic, and then meet a couple other people and build relationships as well. But Sean, how do I know who to talk to? How do I know who's going to be there? One of the biggest things we talk about is you can do what we call a pre-approach. Let's do a little research first. This is a B&I chapter, right? What's the nice thing about B&I? Everybody has to be there every week, right? So when I fill in at the Red Wing one, I know these people are going to be there. And if I was in mortgage, I know that at the bottom there, he's a financial advisor. Nicole's a realtor. Who is Pat, I believe, or Brian was the insurance person. those might be exponential people that I want to meet. So what I will do then is get to know a little bit about them. Some people call this stalking, but we prefer to call it pre-approach. All right? Another way to find out, so this is the meetup page for tonight. And this is obviously a couple weeks ago. And Travis is on there. Okay? So these are some of the people I know are going to be there. So Travis is on there. I don't know Travis. He might be somebody I want to talk to. So I jump on LinkedIn. Oh, there's Travis's information. Oh, the highlights. We've got 30 mutual connections. One of them is Tom Graff. I know Tom Graff. So when I see Travis, I might say, hey, I saw you were connected to Tom Graff. How do you know Tom? Right? We're prompting the questions. We're helping move forward to build that rapport. These are some of the other people he's connected to. He also knows Tom Pugh. I know Tom. Right? We have now social proof when we're talking with somebody and saying, hey, we have all these people in common. Then I jumped on his Facebook. He's the CEO. He lives in Cottage Grove. Hey, I live in Hastings. That's close, right? That might be something. Hey, you're just over in Cottage Grove. We might shop at the same places. He's also into magic. So I jumped on his website. He might know Magic Brad Goodham. You know, maybe I can introduce them. I can bring that up. I go into, he's got a pool. He's in martial arts. He's got a motorcycle. I used to have a pool. Hey, Travis, I saw your pictures when you guys had the party. Do you guys use a saltwater system or a chlorine, right? Get him talking, get him sharing with you and building that rapport. He's in martial arts. Hey, I used to do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Taekwondo. What do you practice, Travis? He's got a motorcycle. Hey, when I lived in Hawaii, I had a CBR 600. What do you ride, Travis? Right? Now, the big thing is, don't do every single one of them. All right? That's creepy. But have 2 or 3 of these that you can now use to build rapport quicker. Does that make sense? Who do people like to talk about? Who do people like and trust? People like themselves, right? And so people will tell you that you can be the greatest conversationalist in the world, and all you're doing is asking questions. But if you have certain things that are doing this, you're going to build rapport a lot quicker because they're going to want to do business with you because obviously you're smart and you're good because you're just like me. Right? You like the same things I like. You ride a motorcycle too? Obviously this guy's got his stuff together. Right? So building the rapport. Now, like I said, once again, this isn't to be manipulative. This isn't don't make up stuff. If you see Travis rides a motorcycle and you've never ridden a motorcycle, don't go, yeah, I used to ride too. Because you know what's going to happen, right? Oh, I rode a Harley 360 Kawasaki. And he's going to look at you like, okay, idiot, you're right? We want to use this to just help make the rapport go faster because we will eventually get to these discussions when you're doing meetups and you're meeting with people and doing networking. Anybody heard of the law of diminishing intent? So the law of diminishing intent is tonight you're going to meet people and you're going to go, we need to get together. We got to get together and have lunch or coffee. Christy and I got together and we had coffee, right? Yeah, we had coffee at Starbucks. The thing is we made sure to do this right away because what happens is you can have the greatest intention in the world and over time, what happens? Boo, right? That intention goes down. It's kind of like when you run into an old buddy or you see somebody at the grocery store and you're like, gosh, we have to go out. We haven't done something in forever. You guys both mean it at that time, right? Well, let's go out Tuesday. I can't Tuesday, I got this. Let's go out Wednesday. I can't Wednesday. Yeah, we get it. And when's the next time you see each other? At the grocery store a year later, right? Same thing with clients. How many clients have you had? Let me think about this and get back to you, right? They mean it. They really want it at the moment, but sometimes you have to be able to move it forward because even if they want you and want your product, over time, the emotion goes away. So my point with all of this, with the law of diminishing intent, is tonight when you guys are talking and you're talking with each other and saying, we need to get together, and you actually mean it, right? Because some people say that because we're Minnesota nice and just like, oh yeah, sure, we should get coffee. Yeah, oh my God, please. Make the meeting. Take the action tonight, get it on the schedule or tomorrow. But when you're networking on purpose, you're doing this because you want a return on investment. If this is your social life, God bless you, right? But I think a lot of us come here to build relationships and our business. So thanks for having me up here, guys, tonight. And if you have any questions, I'll be in the back. But